Hey guys, I think we are live. How are you out there today? I decided as I was getting ready to film a vlog here, and I thought, you know what, we're just gonna do a live vlog today, hang out. It is Sunday, a relaxing Sunday after all, and I thought it would be fun to catch up with you guys. So it is, I'm guessing right now, maybe after lunch for me here on the East Coast. I'm in Pennsylvania. Where are you guys watching from? It's after lunch right now, what is traditional lunch. But I love to eat breakfast pretty much like any time of the day, 24/7. What about you guys? Who else also loves breakfast? Breakfast is a meal. Like I can eat it anytime. And so I was filming this morning when I was making some, hey Chris, when I was making some chaffles. I think I said that right, chaffles. If you've heard me talking about that recently, this morning I made them for Matt. We made them for lunch. Hey Tony, how are ya? So this morning I got up and did, this morning I got up really early and we did, of course, our morning chat over on my second channel called Grow with Sonia Miller. Go over there, come hang out. Who is already over there and found their way over there? Every morning, 8 a.m. I have coffee with you guys over there, and it's for all my business friends, right? All my creative friends out there who have dreams like me to be able to just, design the life that they want and work for themselves and do their own thing. So if you are somebody like that and you want to take it from hobby to business, come join me. So this morning I got up and we did our live chat at 8 and we finished close to 9 o'clock. We've been going the last couple days for like almost an hour over there. And then I did something I haven't done in a long time. I went and I jumped in the bathtub. This old house has some really nice, deep, old bathtubs. Oh, so nice. And when I was at home recently, I got one of those memory foam pillows that was like, you eat them for your other meal at times. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. And Chris, I heard that you can use chaffles. Am I saying that right? Like waffles, but chaffles. They're basically, if nobody's ever heard of them before, if you are somebody that wants to lower the amount of your carb intake and you're just like, I'm just going to cut out some carbs, that it's a great way to like have waffles without feeling like forever on the lips sticks forever on the hips, right? It's just a lower carb. So it's actually made with, has anybody made them before? It's made with, and you tell me if you do anything different. I do 1 egg. I do honestly, because I am not a measure person. I'm just a very impatient person. So I'm like, I ain't got no time to read a recipe. So I will get the basics, right? It's how I paint furniture. Just jump in and get it done, right? So I do roughly a handful of shredded mozzarella cheese in with that 1 egg. And then I go ahead and I just take I just take a teaspoon and I just do 2 teaspoons into the mixture, into the bowl. And then if I remember, I do a little bit of baking soda in there and then mix that sucker up, put it on your grill, and it makes the most amazing waffles. But you would never know if I made them for you. You'd be like, Sonia, for real? What? This don't have 1,000 carbs? No, not at all. And I wish this morning I had my blueberries, so I missed my blueberries. What do you guys put on top of yours? Hello, Brenda, how are ya? So when you guys do like pancakes or waffles, do you guys have a favorite, like what you like to put on it? Hello, love you, Sonia. Thank you for sending out the good vibes and keep sending them out. Well, listen, I'm sending you, do you feel the hearts? I'm sending them right to you today, all right? Today is a wonderful day. And so it's an awesome day. So I got up this morning, like I said, did my little business chat this morning at 8 over on my other channel, went and took a bath. I took a bath before anybody else. My husband got up in the house. It was the most glorious thing. And I can't remember the last time that I did that. I cannot remember. It was so relaxing. And I am a bookworm, okay? Anybody else out there love their books? And this is what I titled this YouTube vlog today, live vlog. I titled it Sunday Vibes and Thrift Books because I got a bunch of books yesterday from a vendor in a vendor mall in one of the used book sections, and I'll show you what I picked up. Yeah, that's me. I love the blueberries too. Chocolate chips are good. Like I do dark chocolate if I do chocolate chips, but blueberries, strawberries, whipped cream. Yeah. When you guys see me do my my sugar-free maple syrup, which I still have on the table here in front of me because I just finished breakfast/lunch together. You're like, come on now, Sonia, use some maple syrup. Listen, I grew up in Canada. I know all about the ways of the maple syrup, okay? In fact, I also know all the ways of them and how much sugar is in it. So for me, at this point right now, I like to try to balance it out. So it's actually very good if you've ever tried this stuff. This is the other thing. I'm also allergic to fish and shellfish. So for me, if I go to a store and I really am craving fish or something, I'll go get the pretend fish. And to somebody else, they might be like, that is the furthest thing from anything tasting like fish. But if you really want it to taste like it, you can wrap your mind around it. Tammy from Kentucky, how are you down there? Who got weather? Oh my goodness, there were some parts of the country that got like ice storms and stuff, right? Were you guys in that area? So Matt stepped out of the room just a second ago, but I'll have to, if you don't believe me on the whole falafel thing, then when he comes back in, I'll ask him. So I'm like, let me make you chaffles. I can't even say it right. Libby, how are you? You like the hardcover autobiographies. Ooh, nice. There is nothing like a good book when you get into a good book. Oh, it is like a whole other world. So I laid this morning with my pillow that I got, my memory foam pillow, and my book, and it was so nice. It was bright this morning in the bathroom, and it was just like natural light. The house was completely quiet and there was no distractions, and it just was like, oh, this is so good. And I stayed in the bathtub until the water got cold. Does anybody else ever do that? The water got cold and I'm like, okay, Sonia, you got to take the book reading somewhere else. So I'm going to show you the books that I picked up yesterday. Hey, okay, Matt just walked back in the room. Okay, what do you think?
I'm not on camera, am I?
No, you're good.
I look like a slob.
It's Saturday morning.
Look at me.
It's the real deal.
Sunday morning.
Do you have chaffles? Is it chaffles or falafels? Waffles, chaffles. It has to be chaffles. Do you have chaffles over your shirt?
I got.
You ate them that fast, didn't you? I won't put you on camera, but let's just say I made Matt's the chef, right? So he does a lot of cooking for us. And I'm like, please, let me make you these. Yes.
Of cooking.
He does all the time, right? Which is so nice. Often, a lot of times, behind the scenes, when I'm editing my vlogs, because you see them go out typically at the end of the day, and I film my vlogs, and that's kind of like I've gotten in a groove of editing my vlogs and stuff at the end of the day, and it's usually around supper hour that I'm working on them. And so Matt will be in the kitchen. I'm very, very lucky because I'm upstairs, I'm doing my editing, working on stuff, and I can smell the stuff from the kitchen coming up over the stairs. And then when I'm really lucky, he delivers it to me. Oh, he delivered, what was it? Big Mac salads the other night. It was so good. So good. So, you know what? I just realized you have your books behind you as well. You haven't put those in the library.
Yeah, I'm going to
right?
Today, yeah.
I know.
Just haven't had time.
Sunday is our catch-up day. That's why I decided to go live today.
It's the day where we wake up,
hang out,
and we cry.
We cry.
As we wake up because you look around and realize how crazy the last week's been.
Oh yeah, right. Time just flies. Yeah, it does. I got dishes to do, clothes to wash. Oh my gosh. So quick question: did you enjoy what I made you for breakfast this morning?
Yes, it was delicious.
And I caught it on camera. Boom. All right, because he did not believe it. So if you're a believer or you're not a believer, I'm telling you, you just heard Matt gave a wonderful glowing review. All right.
Not that I was under any duress to say it on live.
Tell him you like it.
It was.
Tell him you like it.
Delicious.
I know where you sleep. Tell him. So so yesterday I was at the shop. You saw the vlog yesterday. I'm pulling out all these books. Can't wait, and I'll show you what we're going to be doing. Oh, look, fancy. That's a paintbrush that I threw in here. I forgot about that. So I was at the shop yesterday, and on the way down through, we stopped at my friend Chrissy's. She owns the 119 Antique Trading Post. You've seen me vlog my travels there. All kinds of vendors. How much space is? I think it's like 8,000 square feet of space she has there. And there's a section where everybody's booths has different things, right, for sale. And I love it. I love picking through there. And I kid you not, I went to the book section because you can save a lot on secondhand books. Look at all these gorgeous books right here. Now, the inside cover, the average price is $19.99 a book. Oh my gosh. Well, hey, I am glad you are here for a live stream, couple of pickers. Thank you for hanging out with us here, and happy Sunday to you. Look at this. Look at this. So I picked a whole series of books to read. Now, if you look close, you know what it is? Do you recognize the author? Oh man, these are heavy. Who knew that books could be a workout and for your mind and for your body, right? These are actually all written, if you guys know the Percy Jackson TV shows, or movies, I should say, right? Like The Lightning Thief, what's the other one? Son of, help me.
Son of Zeus.
Son of Zeus, yes, right? So I've seen all the movies, but I have never read the books, and I love the movies. Like, it's one of those movies when I see on the channel guide that I will go ahead and be like, oh, let's just put this on because it feels good on a Sunday afternoon when it's a rainy day outside and overcast, to put on just a feel-good movie where you just, I don't know, it just feels cozy, right? So all these books were between $17.99 and $19.99, written on the covers. And all these books that if I showed them to you and you flip through them, you'd be like, my gosh, Sonia, they are like new books. $3.50 a book. I'm just telling you. And look, just, oh, and if you could smell this book, like, they're just beautiful. Oh, it smells good. And okay, here's the poll of today. For you, do you like to hold a book in your hands? Or are you somebody that, if you have the opportunity, you would rather do like the Kindle version or the downloadable electronic version? What about you? I think I know the answer to you, Matt.
Well,
right? You love books, don't you?
Yeah.
You like the hardcover. You're like me too. Oh my goodness. If you get into a good book series, Vintage Forest Find says you like the book. Yeah. Oh yeah. So tell me, what books have you guys been reading lately? Like, is there a good series? Here's the other thing, that it's nice to not just find a standalone book. For me, I love it when I can find a book series, and if there's a bunch of spin-offs that go with it. Yeah, so this is awesome right here. So that'll be another collection that I'll get into, right? Old school is better. They said old school is better because you know, your battery won't die. True that. Carol says holding and smelling. I know. And it is so good. Like, if you can get into, sometimes you read a book and you feel like you have to read a paragraph, like you lose it, you can't get in the zone, and you read it, but you're not really like sucking it in and just retaining. You feel like your eyes are moving over the sentences. But it is nice when you can truly get into a book and nobody bothers you. It's like you go to a whole other place and time just flies. Ooh, what kind of books does she write about? Like, what's her thing? Outlander. Okay, Outlander series.
Yeah, I watched it.
I have never seen Outlander. Am I the only person on the planet? That's pretty big, and it's been big for a while, hasn't it, guys? Monique, how are ya? You're joining me around my dining room table today. What's that? What'd you say?
I thought you were like,
I'm not sure what he thought.
you were waving. I'm like, what's going on?
Oh, I was waving to Monique while I was drinking. So yeah, I was saying hello to her, saying that we're live right now around the dining room table. Just finished some breakfast. We chit-chatted about breakfast a little bit, and now we're talking about my thrift books. You love Outlander? Okay, well, here's a question. First, for those of you who watched the movie and maybe even read the books, which should I do first? Would you read the books first, or would you totally go to the movie first? Because I could probably... Yeah, I'm one of those people that could burn through a new series pretty quick, because I love my Netflix, and I love when I find shows that have lots of seasons to them, because yeah, you just get brought into that world, right? But would you read the book, or would you do the movies first? I have not, Hillary. I know, she's like, how is that even possible? Oh, the chat is right down below. It always on YouTube. There's the video. There might be, probably highly possible, a ton of ads right now in the live chat. So scroll down to the bottom. You'll see it down there. Always read the books first. Okay. Sometimes I hold off like that. Yeah, I do. Before I watch the movie, I'm like, no, Sonia, just hold off for a bit. So I need to go, because I've just heard such good things about it. I saw the first season and then started reading the series. Nice. And you weren't disappointed? How did you like The Witcher? Oh, that was so good. Oh, both me and Matt were very, very into that series. And yeah, I'm sad. I got through it. It's done. Yeah, completely done. What's the one I just finished another one. Oh yeah, the other series I just finished is called You, Y-O-U. Did you guys see that? It was one of the featured shows on Netflix. You know, when you log in and it's usually at the top. So I thought, let me see. It came back for a second season. I did not see the first season. And then I started watching it, and it just totally sucked me right in. Carol says, hunk, hunk, hunky, whoop, whoop. Diane, read the Outlander books first. Okay, well then, you know what? When I'm out thrifting, like I got these, I'm gonna have to look for the whole series. And that's what's awesome when you go and somebody is putting their books up there that they probably read the whole series, and when they're ready to donate them and move them on, you might be lucky enough to like get your hands on the entire series. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah. One of the book series that stands out in my mind that I really enjoyed reading that I was totally into was The Hunger Games. Did you guys do those? Oh, Chris is looking for Outlander. Oh, well, maybe we can read it together. You weren't sure? Oh, it was so good, so captivating. Even, me and Matt, like if you've heard them talking about the season twist, which I'm not going to tell you what it is, you got to go watch it. But, I like it when me and Matt will watch something, and sometimes Matt says he's not even watching it, but he really is, because we'll have a conversation like, who do you think did it? Oh my gosh, how's this gonna go? Right? So I like it when a show is unpredictable and it keeps you guessing the entire time. I think my favorite kind of movies is the ones that are, that's probably why I like series and stuff, like seasons and stuff. I love long drawn out. It really sucks me in. Kim says yes, and the Hunger Games books. Those were so good. Me and my son were reading those at the same time. And we were actually reading the same book at the same time. So he would take the book and read, and then he'd pass it back to me, and then I'd read it for a little bit, and he'd say, "What chapter are you on, Mom?" And I'd tell him, and he'd be like, "You're so far behind. Like, oh, you're never gonna guess what happens in the next like 5 chapters." I remember when we did that together. It was so fun. Binged and fell asleep at the end. So good. We're very, it's bittersweet, right? We're very lucky that we have all of this stuff on demand right now. But it can also be a trap. It's a trap. So if you start a series late at night, if I start a series late at night, I know it is so hard for me to turn off the TV, right? Definitely a reader first. Oh, I've never heard of him before. I will look that up. And Libby says she agrees with Hillary. So I love the fact that we live in a time where I remember, like, something comes on the TV and you get the to be continued, and you literally got to wait till next week. And now we live in the world where we get to see it all. We can go back and watch all the seasons of Friends, or, all the seasons of something, that you used to watch. Like I used to love to watch Elf, ALF. Anybody else out there love Elf? So I caught up on all that. I watched, another one I was really into was Third Rock from the Sun. Yeah, I think that's what it's called, right? Third Rock from the Sun. Watched every single episode of that. Oh my goodness. And I didn't have to wait in between. So I watched every single episode of Frasier. Oh, I love all those shows. What are some good ones? So help everybody out here. List off if there's one show right now that is available like on Netflix or a popular streaming device, what would the one show be that would be like, okay, if you're ready for a new series, try this? Because I just finished You, and last night I started the scroll, and it was probably about 11:30, and I had said to Matt, I'm not going to start a new series. And then I clicked on something, and he's like, I thought you said you weren't going to start a new series late at night. I'm like, you're right. How to Get Away with Murder. Oh, that sounds good. Mystery. Beth used to love Elf too. Me too, right? Elf and the cat. He always wanted to eat the cat. Too funny. I love those just feel good, funny family shows like that. Just in anything to do with, like, I don't know, little creatures and critters and stuff like that. Hillary says, binge watch. I've never seen West Wing. It was amazing considering real life. Ooh, okay. And they have a bunch of seasons, right? We are watching MASH right now. Is that the old show, MASH, right? Diane, if it's the one I'm thinking of. Marvelous Miss Mabel. Oh, that sounds good. I got Prime. Love watching the 50s Houses Inside. Okay, note taken. Just finished Justified. Couple of seasons. What's that about? I've never even heard of that. And is that on Netflix? Oh yeah, we're just so lucky at any given time. I think now it's like the hardest thing is when you turn on one of those streaming channels. Does anybody else do that? Especially when you're in a hole where you just finished up something and now you need to find something else to get into. And you can sit there. I mean, I can sit there and go down through all the selections and see, oh, that's good. Okay, all right, that's good. Always seeing, like, is there something else? And then I can get burned out on that. And I go, here, you take the remote, Matt. You find something. And Matt can do the same thing. And I swear, we can sit there for a good half an hour, passing the remote back and forth to each other, trying to find what we want to watch next. Because there's so much good stuff to pick from. That's why it's nice to get recommendations, because somebody else tells you word of mouth is good, right? Like, okay, so now I'm gonna go check out all these that you guys left me with today so I can get into it. I'm gonna start a new series tonight. Probably gonna do some more book reading today. I gotta finish off the book that I'm reading right now. It's a Stephen King one. What's it called? The Institute. And it's gotten so good. Oh my goodness. I'm at the point now where like we're winding down on the book, and it is so good. Did anybody else read that one? Stephen King, The Institute. It's definitely a mystery, and you're like, what is going on? So good. So I'll finish up that one before I get into another one. The Crown. Oh, I did watch The Crown. There's a new season out. I forgot about that. Thank you, Hillary. In fact, I said to Matt this past week, man, we start off 2020 and all this craziness has happened. What is going on with Meghan and Harry, right? That's going to become part of The Crown. In a future, that'll be a future
Yeah. Well, let's see.
royal
they're only in
family
the
episode.
50s now, so another 50 seasons.
That's right. 50 seasons into it, when people are watching The Crown, they'll see all the Meghan and Harry stuff go down and we'll be like, I lived through that, right?
They'll be dead and the
Crown
queen
is so
will still
good.
be alive.
Wasn't that good? Oh, I forgot about that, Matt. We got to finish up that. That's out with a whole new season.
Oh, jeez. Joy.
So
Fantastic.
You like it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Does your husband do that too? Sit in the room and pretends he's not watching, but he really is. Like, what the heck? I know. Crazy stuff is happening, man. Come on, 2020. Like, what else out there is there to bring on to us? So yeah, always something happening. But yeah, I'm going to have to go watch The Crown. That was really, really good. So what are you guys getting into today? And like, are you doing nothing today? Putting your feet up? You need to start a new book tonight. I have my own Goodwill collection of books. Very nice. Do you have an author that you gravitate to, or you just read the books and be like, book cover and the whole plot and be like, oh yeah, I could definitely want to take this home. That's a good way to find some just authors that you've never been introduced to before. I do love asking people what books they read, because they can put you onto some really good stuff. So what are you getting into the rest of the day? Is there a book in your future? Are you making something delicious for supper tonight? John will watch and ask questions. Diane says, do you hear that? Her husband asks questions. This is Matt pretending, right? And he, if we're watching TV and maybe we're in our room and you guys saw the vlog where I showed you the room. The TV's at the end of the bed.
I don't have a choice. We have other rooms with other TV. How many TVs we have?
You just want to be close to me.
I just want to relax in bed because I'm a bed TV watcher. And
so he's got his phone, right? And he could be playing, I don't know, Tetris or whatever on his phone, doing his thing on his phone. And I'm over here watching something. And then he's like, I knew that was going to happen. I'm like, you watching or what? Rashonda has to organize her paints, order craft stuff. That's really good. If you can get that in, get your stuff organized, it'll feel much more like a happier space when you sit down to do stuff, right? You're painting some junk that you found, making some crafts and homemade cookies. I want to come over. Too cold to go out junking, is it? Oh yeah. It's nice when you can find some indoor places to go. But yeah, for me, I live in a very small town. So when you see me go to the Goodwills, like the Salvation Army, just the more popular stores that there's always junk there. It involves travel for me. So for today, it's Sunday. I really don't want to go out. I went picking yesterday, found this awesome stack of books. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to get into finishing my latest book. I got 2 books on the go right now. So I got to finish my latest books, put these in the library to get going. Michelle, 62 degrees here, Sonia. I have on my air conditioner. Oh my goodness. I can't even imagine. And guys, growing up in Canada, I have a lot to be thankful for living in Pennsylvania, because this feels tropical to me. The fact that winter starts and there is snow, there isn't snow. Whether you have snow on Christmas, you don't know if you're going to get it, right? Maybe the snow doesn't come. Like, there is no snow outside right now. So, maybe later in the month of January, it'll come and stay for a longer period of time. But up home, did a lot of snowshoeing and snowmobiling and cross-country skiing. And you were always outside doing stuff. And it was always, winter could start typically in October and go on for a very long time. I've seen it snow in June up there. Snow, ice storm keeps us in, so reading Netflix plus your vlogs. Oh, very nice. Well, hopefully you're getting inspired. Lena's working on her business. I was talking to you earlier today. I'm glad. I've heard such nice feedback over the second channel that I decided to start, because when I put these videos out there and I show people what I do in my creative business, and there's a lot of other people out there like just like me, right, that would love to be able to do what I do for a living, and they're doing the daily grind right now. They're building somebody else's dream, but they just kind of want to go on and do their own thing. So I am so glad. So today is the 12th, I think, of January, which means today was the 12th live coaching session that we've done in the morning. And 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, look up Grow with Sonia Miller. I'll see you there again in the morning at 8 a.m. And people say they love the positivity, and it's a great way to start their day, and all just the tips that I'm throwing out for people who are coming behind me and also want to be able to change their life too. Oh, you're waiting for a video. I understand the rendering process. Oh, you are staying busy too, my friend. That is awesome. It is wonderful to be able to tap into your creativity. And creativity comes from just getting out there and looking at stuff that you got possibilities that you could, do stuff with it. Coming home, painting it and changing up the color of it. Creating a video about it and putting all the parts together to create something that never existed before. It's wonderful to use your creative juices. Oh, you're learning so much. Good. And tomorrow I'll be back with a whole bunch of stuff. So if you haven't heard, I'm committed to doing 365 days of morning chats over there. Oh, somebody says, what are you going to make? I think that was to somebody else, random query. Maybe that was to somebody else, unless I'm not understanding. I think it was. Comments come up a little bit weird on YouTube compared to like Facebook or anything like that. I swear they come up.
YouTube is weird.
And they just disappear, like they just go away. So you can't even scroll. Like there's moments on here where I can't see your comments, that I just gotta wait a little bit, So good, so good. So that was my coffee. I'm ready to go ahead and start a new book. So thank you for all those awesome suggestions. Libby says she loves the morning chats. I do too. I love it. It gets my day going. What glue do you use to fix a paper? The glue that I love to use, other than like a craft glue, which if I'm going to do a glue stick into my glue gun, I love the Gorilla glue sticks. Those are, I find, to be a better quality. The glue hangs on longer. But if I want something to make like a really good, not just the glue gun type connection, that's when I use my Rapid Fusion. It's on my website at junkmonkeypaint.com. If you click shop and then you go into, I think it's brushes, tools, and accessories, you'll see a picture of it right there. It's on sale right now for $2.99. It is my favorite glue. And you just hold it for 30 seconds and then you're good to go. And I have done so many tests with that, so I love it. You just need a little drop. But the reason why I like Gorilla Glue too, but the reason why I like that is that it doesn't, you know how I've done this and like put glue on something with the Gorilla Glue, and you know how it bubbles and it just grows? You know what I'm talking about? I've had the Dremel out glue, and with this stuff, it just holds really, really well, like the best I've ever seen, and I don't have to worry about it expanding and, just making a mess of my project. So those are my favorite. If anybody else has their favorite, feel free to put them up as well. So, yeah. All right. I guess I should go do some dishes. I'm pretty sure at this point I have a whole bunch of dishes that is enough to do a load in the dishwasher. So I think I'm going to go do that, and while my dishwasher is doing all the work, then I'm going to sit down and relax a little bit and hang out with Matt and bug him for a little bit, right?
Oh, joy.
You found out that the hard way with glue. Live and learn, right? We've all been there. You are so welcome, Simone. Thank you. I hope you have a great day as well. Make the most of it. For a lot of you guys, you're home today. This traditionally isn't a work day. Sometimes we work on a Sunday, sometimes we don't. But if you are off today, just enjoy it, Just start a book. Go to run a bath for yourself. Make yourself something that, because you run around all week and you dream of something, go pick up the ingredients to make a dessert tonight for supper. Or try a casserole because you're tired of eating the same thing. What? I'm giving you hints, Matt. Matt, feel free to make a casserole for us for supper. Something you've always wanted to try. But we've been so busy that you haven't had a chance to make it.
Right.
I did find a new casserole last night that I do want to try. But I need to go get some pimentos. I think that's what they're called. Do we have pimentos here? Do you think we have pimentos here?
No, I don't buy pimentos.
I know. I need to go get some pimentos. Anyway, if that casserole works out, I'll let you know, all right? All right, my friends, we're off of here, and I will see you guys again tomorrow for the daily vlog. Thank you for joining me. It is always nice to catch up with you guys in person, live and just talk to you back and forth. Thanks for a first enjoyable stream binge watch. Whoop, whoop. Well, I am so glad you're here. You make it awesome, and you guys keep motivating me to keep showing up, and we can just do life together. It's nice to know that the videos that I'm doing, you guys are enjoying, and I'll just keep doing more of them. See you, Vintage Forest fans. Sending you guys love and good vibes out there today. I'll see you tomorrow. Promise. All right, go do something good. Fills your happy bucket, makes you smile. You know what I always say, right? Float your boat and just make it a good day for you. See you guys. Bye.